Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 4 of Back to Basics. Today I'm going to talk to you about CTF tactics and the game in general. So the gameplay you're watching is a CTF scrim on Dome. A scrim, for those of you who don't know, is it's a match where you play against people on GB variant settings or whatever settings you've decided, but the game isn't actually scored or marked, so you don't have to have the GB account and go into it all the finding a game and all that. You just kind of get on and like play against each other. The enemy team we're playing is a team that actually goes to events. Like they play on LAN settings, which means they have no lag, and yeah, so they're a good team, and they're kind of all organised. Whereas our team on this is it's 3 people from a team. It's ATS, Whittler, and Mankey Boss. They've kind of changed their team a few times. Whittler and Mankey used to be in my team, which is why I'm playing this, because their 4th wasn't on, and so they asked me to come up and play for him instead. Okay, so the settings for GB variant are you have a 5-minute score round, 5-minute round length, so that means every round is 5 minutes, and so you have 10 minutes in total, 5 minutes on each side, and there is no overtime. So there's also no score limit, so the idea is you cap as many flags as you can without the enemy capping that many, because overall if you have 3 flags one round and they have 1, and then they cap 2 and you have 1 on the other side, overall you'll have 4 flags and 3 flags, so you'll have 4, they'll have 3, and overall you'll win because you have more flags, or the most flags. There's also a 7.5 second respawn delay, so it takes 7.5 seconds to come back up. That it's not instant, so you do have to wait a while. So it's quite good to get all the enemy down and then pull the flag immediately, because then they'll be stuck in their spawn and you'll be hopefully halfway across the map before they're even out of their spawn. Okay, tactics. If you're the objective player, you want to make sure that the majority of the enemy team are down before you pull the flag, because otherwise they'll just cut you off, which isn't what you want. It's not going to go well for you if you kind of pull the flag and they're pulling your flag, because they'll just kill you and then continue just pulling the flag, so that's not going to be very good for you. Also, when you're pulling the flag, you want to make sure that the majority of your own team are up and kind of alive, because otherwise you're going to have no one to cover you, and it'll just be the same as the last scenario. You'll just get killed off. Also, if you're the Slayer, you want to obviously you want to kill everyone, but when you do that, you want to make sure that you're set up to spawn trap them, so that when they are down for that 7.5 seconds, you can just start killing them again instantly, and you can then get them down for another 7.5, and it'll just be easier for your objective guy to pull flags. I mean, the worst map to get spawn trapped on is Lockdown. When you get the spawn behind Useless, the sniper tower building, you can easily trap a team in there for quite a lot of time, and they can do nothing about it. Okay, if you are on the respawn and you're waiting for 7.5 to run down, it's always a good idea to run back to your flag. As if the enemy have your flag and they're past halfway, it's much better to let it go and just set up start again kind of thing, because if you run for that flag and you all get killed, it's going to be no good for you, because they're just going to cap another flag, which isn't what you want. You just want to go, fine, that's gone, pull back and just wait for the enemy team to all get killed, and then you can start over again. And it's not always a good idea to take the flag when it's there. I've already said about getting the enemy down, but if they've just pulled your flag, it's probably better to wait until that guy with your flag comes up to you, and then you can kill him really easily because he won't be expecting you there, hopefully, and then you can just get the return and immediately pull out the flag, which is much better than going into a stalemate. Unless you're winning. If you're winning, then it's kind of a bit different because you can hold the flag for as long as you want and stop them scoring, and that's overall going to be better for you than the enemy, because they're just not going to be able to do anything if you're in a stalemate, because they need the flag caps. You don't. You can just sit there, and they're going to be running to you. So. And then once you've killed enough of them, you can just all run in and kill that last guy. Flanking's quite important in CTF, but I'd be careful like how you do it, because if you have too many people flanking at once, you're just going to flip the spawn, and that's not what you want. You don't want to get like give them a good spot. So on Dome, if you push down the ramp and into their base, if you have too many people on the tank side of the map, then you're gonna force the spawn into the bunker on this side, and that's not what you want, because you're just gonna end up getting the bunker spawn, which is like another easy spawn to get stuck in. So you want to try and stay out of that as much as possible, but every so often send one person the other way just to kind of disrupt your enemy, kind of thing. And also, if you're the objective person, you're going to have a submachine gun, so a close range weapon, and you don't want to kind of engage in a gunfight that you can't, because your main aim is to cap the enemy team's flag, and if you're dead, obviously you can't do that. And so what you want to do is you want to kind of call out where the enemy are if they run past you, and then just continue with your thing, so your teammates will hopefully pick them off, and then you can pull the flag, and you'll be in a better situation than if you chase it, because you don't want to chase people, because that's never good. You just get stuck, and overall you don't gain anything from it. Whereas if you cut them off, if they've got that flag, it's much better. Or even if you just let them go if they don't have the flag, so that your Slayer can kill them, or whoever's sitting at the back near your flag. Yeah. So that's all I have to talk about on CTF, really. Next episode is going to be on more about the objective player, and like what he can do, how he should play, when to pull, that kind of thing. So, right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.